Welcome to Legs Like Mine, the podcast, where we explore lipedema through the eyes of a patient, break down the latest research, and share real life stories of living with this often misunderstood condition. I'm Susan O'Hara from legslikemine.com. I'm a lipedema patient, author, and advocate, and I'm so glad you're here. Whether you're newly diagnosed or deep into your journey, this podcast is for you. Today's episode is so exciting. It's all about how yesterday, June the 11th, Aetna agreed to settle a class action lawsuit with a lipedema patient who was suing them because they didn't cover her lipedema surgeries. So let's talk about what just happened and why it matters. On June the 11th, yesterday, a major shift happened in the legal fight for lipedema treatment access. Aetna and the lead plaintiff, named Michaela, told the court that they have reached a settlement agreement in the class action lawsuit challenging Aetna's denial of liposuction as a treatment for lipedema. Let that sink in. Aetna, a major insurer, has agreed to settle. This means that the case, which was going to be headed to trial in August, is now paused while the parties work out the details and ask the judge for a final approval. It is a big, major deal. So what was the case exactly about? So Michaela Kadza has stage 3 lipedema, and it's a condition that many of us live with. She asked Aetna to cover liposuction surgery, the only effective treatment for the pain, swelling, and loss of mobility that comes with advanced lipedema. But Aetna said no. They called it cosmetic. So she fought back. Good for you, girl. This not just for herself, but for all of us who have had medically necessary care denied. This court let her case proceed to a class action, meaning it could help every person on an Aetna plan who was denied liposuction for lipedema. She argued that Aetna had a blanket policy of calling these surgeries cosmetic, even though lipedema is a disabling medical condition, and the court agreed there was enough evidence to move forward. Now, instead of going to trial, Aetna has agreed to settle, and that may mean that we might not know all of the details about her payment and that sort of thing, but it could mean something for you. We don't have the full details of the settlement because just yesterday they posted it in the court records, and the court records are basically yesterday just a motion to settle out of court and come back in August for approval from the judge. But here's what we do know based on the filings, which of course, I've read all of them, and what the plaintiff was asking for. Aetna might be required to notify people whose claims were denied for lipedema surgery. They might have to reprocess all the denied claims under their updated policy, which now recognizes liposuction for lipedema as medically necessary in certain cases. And there may even be compensation or reimbursement for people who paid out of pocket. Once the court approves this agreement, we'll know more about what Aetna will have to do and what patients need to do to benefit from it. So why does this matter? This is not just a win on paper, it is a powerful validation. It recognizes that lipedema surgery isn't just about appearance, it's about function, pain relief, and quality of life. It shows us that patients speaking up, like all of us, and taking action can drive real change in how the healthcare system treats us. It may also put pressure on other insurers to follow suit. No pun intended. If you've ever been told no by your insurance company for the care you know you need, this moment is for you. So here are the takeaways for patients right now. If you had an Aetna plan and were denied liposuction for lipedema or any part of the surgery for lipedema, like me, I had to pay for the anesthesiologist and the surgery facility and the post-op care and stuff out of pocket, right? Keep your records. You might be included in this class. I know I'm going to be watching. So watch your mail and your email for updates from Aetna or the court about your rights under the settlement. If you paid anything out of pocket, there might be a path to reimbursement, but we'll have to wait for the official terms. For providers, if you treat lipedema, this is your moment to get your documentation in order. Make it clear when surgery is medically necessary. Use language that shows how it improves function and daily life. Your patients should not have to sue to get care, And now, hopefully, thank you to Michaela, fewer will have to. We will keep following this story every single day. I'll be logging onto that court website and bringing you the updates as the settlement gets finalized. If you're impacted or you know someone who might be, stay tuned and get all your paperwork in order. Together, we are making progress. Together, we're being heard. Until next time, I'm Susan O'Hara from Legs Like Mine and from the American Lipedema Association. And this is Legs Like Mine, the podcast. If this episode spoke to you, or if you've ever felt unheard on your lipedema journey, please know this. You are not alone. We're in this together, and we're not stopping here. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Thanks for listening. I'm Susan O'Hara from legslikemine.com. Be kind to yourself and keep going.